Look at that. It's Jaffa road of Tel Aviv, and it looks like a dump. It is, but it's a beautiful one with a lot of atmosphere in it, especially at the weekend. And it looks like there's nothing special here, isn't it? I will take you to the secret places of that place. For example, Tether, which is now calm, not a lot of parties. Usually it's more, there are a lot of markets here, and music and DJ. This weekend, as I can see now, but it's beautiful, good food, but it's only the beginning. I want to show you the secret places of that area and 19th century project, and don't go away. People are eating here a chef pizza. I know that it's difficult to hear me, but that's the only option. Then let me turn right. Let me see if the door is open. It is. And I want to show you two more secret places. First of all, if you like cities, records, this is a lovely option. But if you're talking about good beer, cheap prices, in front of you, it's one of them. And they have hummus on the weekend. Uganda, I think they call it Uganda. And look how beautiful it is. And the second place here is Sape, and it's a beautiful Syrian restaurant. I love the food here. It's worth it. But I'm not eating here a lot because of money. But to take a video, it's not cost a penny. Let's go outside to the first place that I want you to visit. I know that it will be difficult to hear me, but it's not so important. What is important is the atmosphere of Friday. It's around 2-3 p.m. And it used to be the first rails of the Middle East built by the Ottomans, and that's from Jaffa to Tel Aviv. I'm heading to Jaffa. The people that you're actually looking at heading to Tel Aviv in a way. If you remember Tether, the first place that we enter, this is the exit of it. And what I love to see here, first of all, it's new. Then the trees, as you can see, are still babies. The idea was to build it from the scratch. Beneath us is the only light rail of Tel Aviv. Above us is the ancient train to Jerusalem. And there are so many chef restaurants here. On Friday and Saturday, there's always a queue here. And there's another queue, but not a big one, not a long one, to excellent chef ice cream, which is there. It's called Casata. There are only 20 people, 30 people in the line. Still, if you want to enjoy it, try to do that on weekdays. You're a tourist, then you can actually be in Tel Aviv at the weekdays. Weekend, it's beautiful to see, but you won't find a place in a restaurant. Then it's better to enjoy the atmosphere, and that's what I want you to see here. This is the first part that I want you to see, the beautiful part of Tel Aviv. And soon we will reach the second important part of the tour. Oh, forgot to mention the name of that small park is HaMesila. HaMesila, the name will be at the description. The rail park. As you can see, there's a bicycle lane. And sadly, the bicycle lane is always at the shade part, but it's now, the weather is amazing. Then I can walk here a lot. You will see lots of graffiti here because that's the border between the slums to the rich part. What you see here is bring them home now, because until yesterday we had 101 people who've been kidnapped in Gaza, but yesterday or 2 days ago we brought back a body of one of them. Then now we have only 100 people who've been kidnapped by the Palestinians of Gaza. And I hope that we will find it. What is beauty here, it's the graffiti. If it's red and white, it's made by one of the clubs, football clubs of Hapoel Tel Aviv. This is Liron Bada. Rip, rest in peace. And to the right is the beginning of another neighborhood that we will enter to it soon to show you the nice neighborhood of Tel Aviv, compared to the one that you saw if you visit with me at Levinsky Market. And as I believe soon it's going to be just like Neve Tzedek, which is to your right side. The bridge that you see here is called Shlush Bridge. It was one of the owners, the one who owned the land of Neve Tzedek, the posh neighborhood of today. And because he had to go with his carriage into the valley and up to Jaffa, that's where he worked, the Ottomans built him a bridge. Then that's not the one, the second one will be his bridge, but it's beautiful that they actually preserved that bridge. I'm sorry that the sun is in your eyes, but I'm actually, it's my third video and I walked more than 4 miles, 6 kilometers. Then instead of doing it from the seashore to here, I'm doing it like that. But the thing you can imagine, and you can see it in my eyes, I had to bring a hat. Who knows that in December it's going to be so warm here. You can see a little bit of the posh houses of Neve Tzedek. It's unbelievable. They wanted to destroy that neighborhood at the 80s, and that's where the people of Tel Aviv said, enough is enough, you are destroying our heritage. And they stopped doing it. And now it's a beautiful place, and I'm so sad that my father didn't buy here a land to build his house here. Because now it's one of the richest neighborhoods. We are getting to the Sea of Tel Aviv. I'm not sure that in that video you will see the sea, but I want you to see something special. That is the bridge that I was talking about, the Shlush Bridge. Now the Ottomans built it because he actually fell from his carriage when he went down the valley. And they decided to honor him by building a bridge for him, and this is the bridge. I know that it's too sunny and it's very difficult to see, but here you can see the another poster of people who are still in Gaza, and the message is "Menatschim rak shekulam chozrim." We will win only when everyone will be back at home, live or dead. To the left, you will see houses with a beautiful red roof against the snow that we don't have, but that are part of the German houses that were built here. And there's a beautiful German neighborhood next to it that we maintain, and it looks like millions of dollars, and it actually costs millions of dollars. We're still heading at the rail of the old train, or the first train of the Middle East, from Jaffa to Jerusalem. Today Jaffa is part of Tel Aviv, and I will jump straight to the, no, you know what? Wait. Let me, if it's okay by you, let me enter a little bit to Neve Tzedek to show you one of two houses that you will understand the meaning of it. And first let's do that, and then we are going back straight to the second place that I want you to see. And again, I'm so sorry that the sun is in your eyes. Oh, it's more quiet here. All right, let's enter. I think you can understand now how great it was to save that neighborhood, and how smart are the people who bought those houses for nothing and built their mansions here. Nice, isn't it? Well, you know me. I know that you want to see a little bit more of it, and let me take you to one of my favorite places, and then I will take you to the second part of the tour. And now it's actually the third part of the tour. We are at Neve Tzedek, built at 19th and 20th century. That used to be part of two schools that were here, one for the females, one for the boys, one for the girls. In every house you had to find yourself, oh, airplane of Eilat. Why actually talking about it? Because most of the big airplanes companies are not arriving to Israel because of the war. In every neighborhood you need a water system. And this is one of the water systems. You can see how beautiful is that place. Today, it's the center of the modern ballet. Then if you like modern ballet like I do, this is heaven. Then two schools, one for girls, one for boys. In one school, they study in Hebrew, and the other one in French. Who study Hebrew? The women or the men? The women. Why? Because the women could actually talk with their children in Hebrew. It's wise, isn't it? And now you can see how beautiful is that place, and that is the reason that we reach here. You can see one of the main schools. The men study in French because at that time it was a business language. Jaffa oranges to your right and to your left, but the sun is to your left as well. Let me turn around and show you the other facade of the school, the one that we came from. It is beautiful, isn't it? Then there's so many hidden places. Although Tel Aviv was established in 1909. Jaffa was established 4,000 years before. There's so much history of the city. No, you can understand that we are talking about a modern ballet. Suzanne Dalal, it's called. And it's more quiet. But there's so many places to see then. Are you staying with me? It's only 50 minutes. You know that my videos can be long. By the way, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I have more than 21,000 videos on my YouTube. Secondly, because I'm not working more than a year now, you're the only income. Then what you can do? The first important thing, it's free of charge, of course. Subscribe to my channel and send the link of my channel to everyone who loves history. Secondly, look at the like button. Next to it, there's a shape of a heart, and it's called Super Thanks. You can do that through there. The sea is right there. I'm not reaching here to the sea, but you do have lots of videos of Tel Aviv with it through my channel. You can actually watch it. At the inscription, you will find text about the park and 2 links of Buy Me Coffee and PayPal, and you can support me. That will help me a lot, because what left for me to do is to drive to the end of Israel and to take videos for you. Susanna, it's a beautiful coffee place, but in coffee in Israel it's full with food. And Dalal, I'm not sure that it's open now because it's mostly open at night time. It's another excellent restaurant, but you can understand how beautiful the houses can be. And thanks God that we maintain it. We are in Shabazi Street, Neve Tzedek, which is one of the name of God. And let me see. Oh, it's difficult to know. It's closed or open. Yeah, it's open, but it's beautiful. Then if you like chef food and you don't mind to pay a little bit of money, then Dalal can be a very good idea. They have a nice bakery, but not at the weekend. And I can afford myself a coffee and a sandwich, but not more than that. Then we are heading to the last place that actually is connected to the park. The train Park HaMesila. But on the way, I wanted to show what I'm doing with my dog from time to time. Beautiful Alice. To get lost here is a very good idea, but when they started to build it, this is the first street of the neighborhood, and they built themselves the houses like a wall. I mean, let me show it to you again. Then this is kind of a wall, and they lived in the yard between the houses. Then I don't know if it will be open, but you might see it here. Another airplane. Got it. That's where they lived. The children could play. The women could prepare their food. The man smoked a cigarette and played with the other man. And Neve Tzedek, it's the first Jewish neighborhood outside the walls of Jaffa. And that's how it actually started. Those were the first houses of it. And we are heading to the old train station. Then I'm jumping straight to there. I promised you to show you where my dog used to play. Then it's quite empty now. But there are so many parks for dogs. It's surrounded with a fence like there. And the dogs can play with each other, smell each other, you know what. And the people can gossip or even read a book while the dogs are playing. No one is here now. Huh? Funny. I don't know if you can see a little bit of the seashore. Can you see it? Just behind those cars. then this is the place that I want you to see. Welcome back to the 19th century. This is the train station from Jaffa, Tel Aviv, to Jerusalem. I'm talking about the old one. Then they actually kept it and renovated it, and now you can enjoy it. Let's enter to it. It's, as you remember, Friday, and there's a vintage market every Friday here, and you will see a little bit of it, but you can see the entrance. I mean, the train itself, and that's where you bought a ticket to the train. But most of it, coffee, food, music. It is beautiful, isn't it? And the vintage market. This is one of the beautiful buildings that were built by the German Templars who came to here at 1870, because they believed that if they will be here, Jesus will come sooner. And it's a beautiful coffee place. I love that place. It's called Villa Wieland, which Wieland, it's the name of the family. And let me see if I will be able to enter the back room to show you the ceiling of the house, because it's an original one. Of course, they've been renovated and now it's closed. Now, sadly it's closed, and I didn't want to enter with my camera to there where the people are. It's beautiful, colorful ceiling. Then the Wieland family built their houses here, and the factory that you're gonna see here, what they create, or what they actually produce, is those paving stones and beautiful decorated fences that a lot of the Tel Avivis build their houses with. Great Italian restaurant is here. That was the factory. The upper one part is a high-tech area and shops at the bottom. Soho, it's like a very beautiful shop, very good quality of unnecessary things that you need at home. And when I was rich, when I worked, I actually bought a lot of my things from there. Here now, I'm not even trying to enter because I don't have the money for it. I think got the message of that place. I want to show you. I want you to see that coffee place that soon I will stop to eat there. But first, we will enter to the other part of the HaMesila Park, the rail park, to show you the connection between those two parts of the that video. Nachalat. I know that it's not in Hebrew, although you can see the internet site of it. Nachalatcoffee.com. And I wish that you could smell the coffee. I will take coffee, a cup of cappuccino with kind of chocolate flavor. In front of you can see the light rail. Remember, we started the tour of that park on top of it. then you can enjoy the rail. Now it's okay. It's okay because in about few hours or 2 hours, it will be Friday, and Friday, no trains. Then this is Elifelet station. I like the. It actually doesn't stop at Tel Aviv, only at the suburban of Tel Aviv. But I like trains. I think you know it, and I'm using it a lot without any reason. Those are 6 people who've been who were captured by the terrorists of Palestine in Gaza and been killed. And last chance, it didn't happen a lot. They already been killed by the terrorists of Gaza. Remember, we talked about the graffiti. This is the border between the Florentine area, which is still allowed. We've been at Neve Tzedek. You didn't see graffiti there. You can hear the train that I think arrived here. There it is, right there. I might take it. I might use like 2 stations of it to reach the other side of Tel Aviv, and then I will walk 20 minutes back to my house. But I'm addicted to trains. I'm just like a child. Neve Eilat, a couple that been killed at Nova, at the party at October 7, 2023. It will be difficult for the Israelis, even the left part of the left parties to accept Gaza as something. I'm so sorry to tell you that, but it will be difficult to forgive them. And release Biba's family. Biba's family is a family that's been captured one of the kibbutzes. One child was 9 months old when they kidnapped him. The other son was 4 years old. Redhead children. I'm sure that some of you remember them. And I think you know where we were. We entered to Neve Tzedek from that street. Then we visited most of the place, and guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy myself coffee. Then thank you for being with me in that 28 minutes. If you reach that point and you will write 28, I will know that you watched every inch of it, and I will bless each one of you. Then bless you and have a great weekend. Bye bye.